Let's dive right in, because today we're unlocking a massive milestone in your German language journey. We are going to completely master der Tagesablauf, the daily routine. Honestly, if you're tackling A2 German, this is the ultimate goal, because it unlocks literally the most common topic in casual, everyday conversation. I mean, think about it. When you meet someone new or you're just catching up with a friend, what's the first thing you talk about? You talk about your day. By the end of this explainer, you're going to have the exact blueprint to describe your daily life smoothly and confidently. So let's start with a really clear definition. Ein Tagesablauf simply describes what you normally do on any given day. And since we're talking about regular, repeated activities, we almost exclusively use the present tense, or Präsens in German. We're talking about mapping out the whole shebang, your morning, your time at work or school, lunch break, afternoon, evening, and of course, your free time. So a simple sentence would look something like this. Ich stehe morgens 6 Uhr auf, meaning I get up in the morning at 6 o'clock. Simple enough, right? But to build out your entire day, we need a few specific tools. Here's our quick roadmap for this explainer. 1. Core grammar and word order. 2. Time and connectors. 3. Mapping your day. 4. Speaking and writing. And finally, number 5. Common mistakes.
All right, Section 1, Core Grammar and Word Order. Let's build your German toolkit.
Before we actually embark on describing our day chronologically, we absolutely need to make sure the mechanics of our sentences are solid. Now, a super interesting concept we need here is trennbare Verben, or separable verbs. Many of the most important daily routine verbs in German are separable. What this means is that the prefix, that little word at the beginning of the verb, detaches and literally travels to the very end of your main sentence. Take the verb aufstehen, which means to get up. You don't say ich aufstehe. The auf splits right off. You say ich stehe 6 Uhr auf. That auf acts like a bookend, holding the entire thought together at the end. And you know, this perfectly illustrates the absolute golden rule of German word order. Check out this contrast. A German sentence can totally start with the subject, or it can start with a time expression. But the conjugated verb, it must always stay in position 2. No exceptions. If you want to emphasize the time and start your sentence with 6 Uhr, the verb has to come next. So it's completely wrong to say 6 Uhr ich stehe auf. The correct way is 6 Uhr stehe ich auf. You've got time, then the verb, then the subject, and finally, your separable prefix hanging out at the very end. Another tool you're definitely going to need for your routine are reflexive pronouns. You use these when an action reflects back on the subject. Think about your typical morning activities. Ich wasche mich am Morgen. I wash myself in the morning. Danach ziehe ich mich an. After that, I get dressed. All you do is match your pronoun, ich to mich, du to dich, and so on, and pop it right after your verb. It makes your routine sound incredibly natural. Moving right along to Section 2, Time and Connectors. This is all about gluing your day together. You see, nobody wants to sound like a robot just listing disconnected facts, right? We need exact times, frequency words, and connectors to glue everything together into a compelling story. Take a look at these frequency expressions, ranked from most to least frequent. We've got immer for always, meistens for mostly, oft for often, manchmal for sometimes, selten for rarely, and nie for never. The crucial thing here is knowing exactly where to put them. The natural German word order drops the frequency word right after the conjugated verb. So if you want to say, I often go for a walk, you just say, ich gehe oft spazieren, subject, verb, frequency, then the rest. We also need sequencing words to create that flow. These are fantastic, simple A2 connectors. Zuerst is first, dann is then, danach is after that, später is later. Just listen to how they build a mini narrative. Zuerst stehe ich auf, dann putze ich meine Zähne. First I get up, then I brush my teeth. It instantly turns a boring list into a real flowing timeline.
Section 3, Mapping Your Day. Let's take a chronological journey.
Okay, we've got our grammatical tools, so let's actually map out your day. I want you to start mentally plugging your own life into this chronological journey as we go. A great way to structure this is to visualize a brain map with 6 main branches. Because really, every day essentially has these 6 phases. Your Morgen routine, Arbeit or Schule, Mittagspause, Nachmittag, Abendroutine, and finally, your Freizeit und Hobbys.
Let's walk through this timeline together. At 6 o'clock, you have your Morgen routine. Maybe you aufstehen and shower. At 8 o'clock, it's time for Arbeit. You arbeiten or head to class. By 13 o'clock, the 1 p.m. hour, it's the Mittagspause, where you zum Mittagessen. At 15 o'clock, the Nachmittag, you weiterarbeiten. At 19 o'clock, the Abendroutine kicks in and you might zu Abendessen. And finally, at 22 o'clock, it's Freizeit, time to entspannen and just relax. Notice how distinct each phase of the day is? It flows perfectly from the hustle of the morning right down to the relaxation of the evening.
All right, section 4, speaking and writing. Time to bring it all together.
Now we're going to take everything we just learned, the grammar tools, the timeline, and turn it into a finished masterpiece you can actually use out in the real world. Here is the big question you'll inevitably hear, and the one you really need to be able to answer. Wie sieht dein Tagesablauf aus? What does your daily routine look like? Take a second and think about your own life. How would you structure your answer based on what we've covered?
Here is a perfectly crafted A2-level speaking model. Ich stehe jeden Morgen 6 Uhr auf. Danach dusche ich, ziehe mich an und frühstücke. 8 Uhr beginne ich mit der Arbeit. Look at how it just perfectly strings everything together. We have the separable verb aufstehen, we use the connector danach to smoothly move the story forward, we've got reflexive pronouns like mich, and we are consistently keeping that verb in the correct position. It's concise, it's clear, and it is highly effective. Now, if you're tasked with writing about your day, say in an informal email to a friend, you can just follow this super simple 5-step checklist. Start with a friendly greeting, move right into your morning and workday, describe your evening routine, then, and this is crucial, engage your friend by asking about their routine, and end with a nice closing. It honestly turns a daunting blank page into the easiest fill-in-the-blank exercise ever. And here is a great example of that structure in action from an email by Amma. She writes, Liebe Anna, nach der Arbeit fahre ich nach Hause und koche das Abendessen. Später höre ich Musik oder lerne Deutsch. And then she hits her with the magic question. Wie sieht dein Tagesablauf aus? Liebe Grüße, Amma. This is such a stellar A2 example. It maintains that strict chronological order, using connectors like später, but it still feels so warm and conversational because it naturally invites Anna to share her own routine. And finally, section 5. Practice and common mistakes. Let's polish up that German.
We absolutely need to fix the most common errors learners make when talking about their day. We touched on this earlier, but honestly, it's the #1 mistake, so it definitely bears repeating. You cannot say ich aufstehe 6 Uhr, because aufstehen is a separable verb. That prefix auf has to travel all the way to the end of the sentence, no matter what. The correct form is always ich stehe 6 Uhr auf.
Okay, here's another incredibly common trap. When translating from English, it's so tempting to say, I make lunch at 1 p.m. and translate it directly to Ich mache Mittagessen 13 Uhr. Now, people might understand you, but it sounds pretty clunky. The smooth, natural German expression for having lunch is zu Mittag essen. So the correct, native-sounding phrasing is actually Ich esse 13 Uhr zu Mittag. It's these little tweaks that instantly elevate your German. Before you submit any assignment or head into a speaking exam, just run through this quick mental self-check. Ask yourself, can I use chronological order? Am I using the present tense? Are my separable prefixes safely at the end of the sentence? Did I use for exact times? And am I connecting my thoughts with words like zuerst and danach? If you can say yes to all of these, you are in fantastic shape. And as noted in our source material today, for those of you looking to continue your structured learning from A1 up to C1, complete with grammar explanations and writing support, you can explore the Falowen Learning Hub provided by Learn Language Education Academy at falowen.app. They offer a step-by-step approach to building exactly the kind of communication confidence we've been focusing on today.
We have covered a lot of ground today, from separable verbs to seamlessly connecting your afternoon to your evening. But, learning is all about application. So I want to leave you with this one provocative thought. When your alarm rings tomorrow morning, what is the very first thing you're going to do, and exactly how will you say it in German? Think about it. Construct that sense in your head right now, and start living your Tagesablauf in German. Thanks so much for joining me for this Explain.